former MP and a very senior BJP leader who's been with me in the 16th and the 17th Lok Sabha, has always enriched the parliamentary debates with his interventions and was also regularly seen in the panel of chairpersons who would sit on the chair of the speaker and guide the proceedings. Shri Rajendra Agrawal ji, a very popular actor who has many fans here, Kunal Kapoor ji, and from the Times of India, Shri Mohit Mathur, Shri Tushar Verma, and everybody whose names are not with me on this list, all the eminent business leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. I'm very delighted to be with you all today at the ET Business Leaders 2024 event, which is an effort to recognize the outstanding achievements the visionary leaders like you all have made over the course of time. I would like to begin by conveying my heartfelt greetings to each one of you, all the awardees. I don't know what the number is, maybe 30 plus I guess, 42, so that's a huge number. And as I see you all come from different sectors, I see education, publishing, chemicals, and so many. So I convey my greetings to each one of you because your perseverance, your leadership, your commitment has not just given a rise to the enterprises you lead, but it's also contributed immensely to the nation's development. My dear friends, as we reflect on India's future, I want you all to consider the vision that has been set out by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to create, to build, to shape Viksit Bharat at 2047. It's a roadmap to build a developed nation in the next 25 years when we complete 100 years of our independence. And a key component of this dream of the Prime Minister is the ambitious goal of elevating India to the rank of being the world's third largest economy. You know, it's the fifth right now. And also turning the Indian economy into a $30 trillion economy in the next 2 decades of our governance for a projected 1.67 billion population. You heard it right, we are 140 billion right now, and in the next 25 years, which is by 2047, India's projected population is 1.67 billion. And we have to fulfill the aspirations of such a huge population. Just very recently, you may have read or heard or seen the Honorable Prime Minister address an economic conclave and say that today there is a great deal of optimism around India, among the global leaders, among the financial experts, and this is not a mere coincidence. It is the result of the reforms which Modi government undertook in the 10 years of our government. Today, as you're seeing on television and media everywhere, the world is stuck in a war situation. 2 major regions, Russia, Ukraine, and you're seeing Israel and Iran and all the West Asian countries. So these are 2 big regions which are very important for the global economy and particularly energy security. security. But despite this war situation in the world, the trust in India is at a different level. This is what the Prime Minister has said. And we should feel proud to say that India's GDP is growing at a rate of over 7% in the current financial year. And if I take you 3 financial years back, there has been an impressive growth of 8.2% in the financial year 2023-24, 7.2% even 1 year back, financial year 2022-23, and 8.7% in the financial year 2021-22. And the best thing, when we are growing at a rate of over 7%, despite the global uncertainties, many global rating agencies as well as multilateral organizations have revised their growth prospects for India upwards, which means it will be even more than 7%. So India today is not just the 5th largest economy in the world, but it's also world's fastest growing economy. And who would understand the relevance of it better than the business leaders? Today, world over, the investors believe it's the right time to invest in India. World wants to associate with India, and people look at India as one of the most attractive and preferred destinations for investment. And how do you see this beautiful picture? Again, as the Prime Minister says, it's not coincidence. It is the rigorous effort of the government in the past 10 years, the past 2 tenures, when we executed reforms in our economy. And today those reforms are bearing results for each one of us. My dear friends, Government of India is focused on augmenting the manufacturing sector, which is why we brought about the policy changes in the form of our different from where we were. Listen carefully. 81st position in 2015, just 10 years, and we stand at 39th position in the world today among 133 economies. And this leap in the ranking reflects India's commitment to nurturing innovation across various sectors, which is driven by government strong support and also a robust IP, the intellectual property framework. And it is also a clear indication that India today is emerging as a global innovation leader. Hence, today is an opportunity and a forum for me to appeal to business leaders like you to leverage technology and innovations to navigate the challenges of a dynamic market and create and discover new avenues of your growth. It's important for you, whichever sector you are in, to scale up your R&D investments so that you can offer new processes, new products and new business models which are crucial for today's times. Incorporating sustainable business practices is increasingly vital for you to remain competitive, resilient, as well as socially responsible. And today when we have a target set for 2070, that is net zero emissions, you must try as far as possible to reduce the intensity of the carbon emissions by 80 to 90% so that we are able to achieve the net zero target. And you must collaborate with government to create those pathways for green transitions across all sectors. In the end, I would just conclude by saying that your leadership, your commitment is a key driver of nation's progress and development. Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, has a big dream, big vision. But But this vision, this dream cannot be realized unless each of those 140 crore Indians becomes a part of it. And also the responsibility. Each one of us has something to contribute, and business leaders like you can contribute in such a big way. So I appeal to you to join the government in this journey of transforming India from a developing nation to a developed India by 2047. Thank you once again, and a big congratulations to each one of you for doing what you are doing, and my good wishes that you do even better and help us realize this big dream. Thank you very much.